first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Check 52.
Right back to him on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Set, ready, stick with the flag. Shut it off. Time to go, night. Hey, watch this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a give right side. Finch. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They'll drop to throw. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Watch out.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now gone. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Gall. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Goff now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check out. X3, 218, chop. 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Now Goff on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Protein spill.
They'll try to left side. It's Kane, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
180.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Goff. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November.
But
they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check 4, check 4. Snap, shift. Louis. Check 4.
On second down, it's Kane, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the 50, it's gone. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now gone. 20. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check. Switch. Shift that. Motion. Check. Shift.
On 3rd down, Kane, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Here we go on 4th. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it here with Portis. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
That's got to be a
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Touchdown. Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. McManus's point after is good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just...
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now Hunt, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the Raiders' 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is gone. This is the tight end Fam. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Gone. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Ready? 57 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ready? Right. Check his mic. Right. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Jam. Check. Hey.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Value 3.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
We got 3.
On 2nd down, it's Kane. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tonight, 20. Don't get nervous.
Goff on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47, the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Showing it.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Check mic. Slam. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, dude.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays
It's
out.
gonna be a long day. Check 52's the mic.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Looking deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Orange.
Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot. All right.
On 4th down, gone. And this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Touch the outlaw. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 3 bucks.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 15. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on fourth turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Goff. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pick it up, G.
Now it's gone. It's complete to Diggs. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I got you, son.
Now Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
Goff throwing again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Four down. Alert.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Hey, lift.
Check 3.
Out of the gun. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Raiders, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our